What's up, guys? So I've been requested to do a video of all drugstore items. I have everything from primer to foundation. The only thing I don't have is a blush because I don't use a lot of blush, and a setting spray. But everybody keeps asking me what kind of products that I use from the drugstore, and I do use a lot of them in my everyday routine. So I figured I would go and pick up some stuff that I hadn't tried before. Well, 2 products I hadn't tried before, and then everything else is pretty much used every day in my routine. So before we make this intro extremely long, let's go ahead and get started and we'll jump into the video. Alright guys, so today I'm going to prime my skin. I have two primers and then an eye primer. This is by Physicians Formula. Can't really completely tell, but it is the Refreshmint Cucumber and Bamboo Eye Depuffer. It works awesome. It is $9.95. Everything that I've got here you can buy at Walmart, so it's all relatively inexpensive, but this works awesome right under my eyes. And then I'm gonna try, this is a Hard Candy Sheer Envy Primer Long Wear. It is a 12-hour power. I was given this actually by a friend of mine because she has relatively oily skin and she said it's kind of heavy, and by the feeling of it, it may be kind of heavy. But I have dry skin except for in my T-zone, and so I have a primer that we can use for that. So if you have dry skin, this may work pretty decent for you. So then we're going to go in with e.l.f. And also that primer is $8. This e.l.f. poreless face primer, it's the pink tinted one. It retails for $6. And I'll just use this in my T-zone. I press it in, get it in those pores. Okay. So for foundation today, I have the Maybelline Fit Me. It is the matte and poreless foundation in the shade Ivory and Natural Ivory. I kind of do both. I'm going to do just Natural Ivory today. Ooh. Give it a shake. It retails for $5.94 at Walmart. So for the most part, everything that I have here is, I think I have a little cheat sheet. Everything is under $15, so that's always nice. And I'm just gonna pat this into the skin. I'm gonna use, this is just a sponge from Morphe. And this foundation, that's glitter right there. Can't see it in the camera, but that is a piece of glitter. This foundation, I do not think it's very full coverage, but I also do have a lot of freckles, so there's not really anything that fully covers up my freckles. I think if you build it, which I have noticed that from experience, that you can build it and it will be very full coverage. You can use this with a brush or anything. Today I'm just going to do it with my beauty blender, mainly because I washed all of my brushes and I can wash my beauty blenders and still use them. So I'm just going to do it lightly. I'm going to do very simple makeup, just kind of a everyday, if you're going out, maybe 5-10 minute makeup routine. Simple as that. Next, for concealer, I have the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealer in the shade Fair. And I love this concealer. It's the best one I've ever found at Walmart. I think it works awesome. I like the sponge applicator, and you just twist it, and also like that it's really easy for me to keep up with how much I have left, because I do that and I get down to the very bottom and then I have to make a trip, 45-minute trip to Norman or the city or anywhere to kind of get more concealer if I want to get the ones that my high-end, not drugstore concealer. So this is one, it's not expensive. It is, let's see, $7.94 at Walmart. So you can't beat it, honestly. You really can't. It works great. What is this? What is this? And I recommend it to anybody. When my mom has asked me what kind of this, what kind of that, you can't go wrong with it. So I'm going to set my face with the Coty Airspun, and I've already got it kind of sat out right here. And I'm just going to kind of lightly kind of go over it, patting it in on my face. I'm not going too heavy, so I won't really, I'm not going to bake, basically is what I'm saying. Okay, so next for bronzer, I have the very famous Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I use this every single day. Excuse you. Anyways, I use this every single day. I don't use any other bronzers. I have my contour kit that I use every single day is also from the drugstore, and it's a Wet n Wild, but I'm just gonna kind of brush this all over. Okay, so now that we're done with that, instead of jumping into the eyes, we're going to go ahead and highlight real fast. And I have the Master Chrome, also by Maybelline. This might as well be a Maybelline video. But it's the Rose Gold. I love this. You can use a setting spray to kind of intensify it, but I'm not going to use a whole lot, just to give me enough. This is just if you have 15-20 minutes to get ready and you want to look like you didn't just roll out of bed type makeup, this one's for you. Also, that goes for $7.94 at Walmart. So for eyes today, I've been told about a lot of the City mini palettes. I've looked at them, contemplated buying one, and finally broke down and bought one for this video. They go for $7.94 as well at Walmart, and this is the Downtown Sunrise, so it's kind of warmer colors. We've got like the transition, obviously your deeper shades, and this one is not shimmery, but this one and these two up here are. I'm really kind of excited to try these out. So since I've already kind of primed my eyes with concealer a little bit, I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and jump into this lighter transition shade. Kind of powdery, but, and then this darker kind of bottom one, and I'm just gonna go, let's do this, we'll go right up here on the top, kind of just windshield wiper just a little bit to get it all over, kind of set the concealer, or if you do want to prime your eyes, that's totally up to you. I use concealer. It's just as good, in my opinion. We'll do that to the other eye. And I have noticed these don't have a lot of color payout, but I am using a very light color. And I didn't use a lot of concealer on my eyelids, and I have a lot of freckles and a lot of dark circles on underneath, and my eyelids are also like a lot darker than I feel like they should be, but that's beside the point. Okay, so with this same fluffy brush, not using that one. I'm going to use this Morphe brush, which it's a little bit more compact, and I'm going to take a little bit of this brown shade, and that comes off with a lot of pigment. So I'm going to super dust that off. And I'm just going to take that right in the crease, concentrating more on the corner and just barely getting it in that crease to kind of give it a little bit of dimension, but I don't really want there to be too much. I don't want it to be super dramatic like I'm going out type color. So just like that. In a way doing a bit of a smoky eye, but not really. I mean, I guess kinda is. And then I'm going to take that fluffy brush again, and I'm just going to take this darker color. They don't have names. No, they don't have names. So I'm going to take this cream color, the not so white transition shade, and I'm just going to buff this out. You can see the difference of it buffed, kind of definitely more blended in, and just makes it look a little less dramatic in my opinion. Not so dark, but you can tell you didn't just wake up. Okay, so last but not least, I'm gonna take this champagne pink kind of color. Oh, it's very powdery. This might be better something with, I'm taking on my finger and I'm just gonna put it on my eyelid. Just like that. Give it a little bit of dimension, and then I'm gonna take just like a kind of a smudger brush and lightly dip into that chocolate color and just take that a little bit down here. Okay, so yeah. And then I'm gonna take my finger into this really light champagne color and get that right there. Highlight the insides. I think I'm gonna take some of this and kind of highlight my nose a little. Cupid's bow. I like that. So I do that. Simple eye look. It's not much, but it's something. If you want drugstore, these are pretty decent. It's kind of chalky, but it's like $8 at Walmart, so you can't really beat that. I think it worked awesome. So if you're looking for an inexpensive kind of just need a quick to be able to throw in your purse, in your clutch, whatever, that's your bet. You can do so many different looks with that. So next for mascara, I'm sure I'm not using anything that is a big giant surprise, but we're gonna do this with the Lash Paradise, and it is $8.97 at Walmart. So I will put on my mascara, and I'm also gonna do my brows off camera, but I got the Brow Stylist Definer by L'Oreal, and I love these. They're perfect. They come with a spoolie on one side, and then the other side is very, very fine to where you can do those hair-like strokes. And it's nothing. They're amazing. So if you're looking for a good drugstore eye pencil or eyebrow pencil, this is where it's at. It's totally worth it. And they retail for like $8 at Walmart. So I'm going to do my eyebrows and my mascara off camera, and I will be right back. Alright guys, brows and mascara are done. I used those two products that I was just talking about. I swear by both of them. They are absolutely amazing. So if you're ever looking for a drugstore type of brow pencil or mascara, I will always suggest those. I've been asked to do this video 1,000 times, so I'm putting a lot of my favorites in this video. So the last thing is my lips, and we are going to use the Milani. It is the Amore Matte lipstick in stunning. So it's the lightest nude that I could find at our Walmart. I had their other one. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it was my favorite, and they were out at our Walmart, and it was late, and I didn't really want to go back. So we went with this one because a good nude is a good nude. So regardless, it will be used. These go for right under $8, and they have a really good tip. They're, let's see, very easy to use, and they last quite a while. Okay, so there it is. Looks a little darker on my Medusa hair. Looks a little darker on camera than it actually is. I mean, it's kind of dark, but it's not too terrible. It's definitely something that you can wear with a extremely dramatic eye if you wanted, or something simple like this. Everything obviously is very inexpensive, very affordable for just somebody who is unable to go and get a product from Sephora or Ulta. If you just need something in a pinch from the drugstore, Walmart, Target, majority of these can be found there. So all of these products will be linked down below, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, comments, anything, leave them down below. Be sure and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.